results and highlights delivered straight to your inbox. You never miss a story or last lap pass by subscribing to the official NASCAR newsletter today. Visit NASCAR.com/newsletter. Final practice continuing for the Sprint Cup Series. Right along with Joey Logano and the 22. Logano will start second in tomorrow's race, currently 7th quickest in this practice session. Team Penske has 6 wins here at this racetrack, but all of them came with Rusty Wallace. And his last win was here in April of 2004. So it's been over a decade since Team Penske has won. Interesting paint scheme for the 22 team. They're celebrating 50 years of racing with Team Penske. So images of teams and people that have been a part of the organization for the 50-year history of Team Penske, riding along with Joey Logano. Just in front of Joey Logano is Kyle Busch. We take a look at the line graph here for these longer runs, and guys, break this down for us.
Yeah, I mean, basically, Rick, we talk about like 5, 10, 15 lap averages, but another way to look at lap times is the graphic. So on the left side of the screen right here, you have lap time. The goal is to be near the bottom of the screen, and then from lap 2 out to lap 25 as we go to the right. So you see Kevin Harvick's graph is in red, Denny Hamlin's is in green, and Kyle Busch is in blue. And Jeff, very impressive stretch right here for Kyle Busch, consistently from lap 8 all the way to lap 18, and really on farther out. Faster than Denny Hamlin, his teammate, and Kevin Harvick.
Yeah, surprised to see on lap 10 him that much faster than those guys. And you can see as the run goes on, they get a little bit closer. But looking at this, I would have to think Kyle Busch has to be relatively happy with this race car.
And teammates of Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin is Matt Kenseth out on the track. Now in the spring race, Kenseth and his teammate Kyle Busch were working together at this race, and they were helping each other out as far as the restart. So if the race leader chose the outside line, the guy on the inside, if he was his teammate, would give him the opportunity to get in front. Well, that didn't happen on the last restart.
Now it was time to win the race at that point, so you can no longer play games, and it didn't work out very well for Kenseth. He fell all the way back to 15th.
And I talked about this on NASCAR America last night. We talked about there are 4 positions open in the championship 4 at Miami, and there are 4 Joe Gibbs cars, but how long can they continue to work so well together? We saw in the Daytona 500 they ran together to the white flag lap. Then it was time, each man on his own. Denny Hamlin looked at the Daytona 500 really at Matt Kenseth's expense. We saw Carl Edwards and Kyle Busch get together at Richmond in the spring. We saw Matt Kenseth and Kyle Busch race very hard in the closing laps here at this race in the spring. So how long can they play nice together? At what point was one of these drivers halfway through a race, 2/3 of the way through the race, when are they going to say, you know what, I have to take what's mine. I have to worry about my race team and not my teammates?
I think it started last week. I mean, really, the three of them rode around the back. We talked about it, to the won't quit talking about it. They rode around the back. But Denny Hamlin, they left him up there to fend for himself. It was in their best interest, all 3, to ride in the back. They didn't do it as teammates. They happened to be teammates in the same situation where it worked out for them to ride in the back. But you can see all 3 of those teams, they were taking care of themselves, and they said, hey, Denny Hamlin, you got to go take care of yourself. And I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be, right? They didn't do anything wrong, but that right there showed you that they, each individual team, they're going to have to do what they have to do to try to move forward.
And it was teammates that were fighting for position in the spring when we talked about the restarts. Restarts very, very tricky here, and you want to be on the inside, and by doing that, you would have to have an odd number starting position. So on pit road, a lot of games get played.
Yeah, and I hate these games these drivers play. You see right there, Kevin Harvick checks up, doesn't want to be second off pit road. Well, his teammate Kurt Busch drives around him to the left. So you see right here is the spotters and the drivers trying to manipulate where they come off pit road. It seems that you could try to make an advantage of it, but you see right here, cars get damaged. And Jeff, you don't know if someone has a penalty.
Right on, Kurt. What's he supposed to do? They're all stopping.
So he just goes to the left and says, yeah, I'll make up 3 spots. If y'all want to be silly, I'll pass all you guys. And I love that approach. It's a race. The goal is to try to take advantage of every position. You see Denny Hamlin was upset with Brad Keselowski because of the games on pit road. I just think that the risk is higher than the reward. Just race off pit road, get in the best position possible, get a good restart, and protect. Get to the bottom as soon as you can.
Yeah, I mean, Kurt Busch, you weren't expecting the guys in front of him to stop on the exit of pit road.
Right.
I mean, had he glanced up in his mirror to be making sure he was clear to leave, and he would have looked up and been in the back of the car before he even knew what happened. So I get why they do it, but there is a risk into it.
Just about 2 minutes remaining in this final practice. Kyle Larson, Tony Stewart, Paul Menard, David Reagan, all with single lap speed in the top 4. Then Kyle Busch is the fastest of the chase drivers that are still involved in the championship hunt. He's currently 5th quickest. Then Brad Keselowski, Mark Truex Jr., again, 2 non-chasers. Joey Logano still in the chase. Jamie McMurray not in the chase. Kevin Harvick in the chase. Those are the top 10.
Well, it is, and then the chase drivers are spread out all through the field. Not only do you have the non-chasers, as you mentioned, right towards the front. How about Carl Edwards, Jeff, all the way down at 27th. Jimmy Johnson at 20th. Denny Hamlin, 16th. I know those are just the fast times, but then when you look at the 10 and 15 lap averages, I don't see the 48 anywhere inside the top 5 or the top 10 on either one of those. That's very unlike them there, or unlike them here.
And I think we're going to see that all day tomorrow. I think more so than any race that we go to from here on out. Pit strategy can take the fastest car on the racetrack and put them back in 18th with new tires. We're going to see probably, if we have a lot of cautions, we're going to see the field get split on strategies. And you're going to see chase guys get split throughout the field. And who can make that work? Will old tires be able to hold off new tires coming? So it's this racetrack just creates an opportunity to mix everybody up.
Final minute of practice. And once again, look at the chase drivers. Kyle Busch is 5th, Joey Logano 8th, Kevin Harvick 10th, Busch 12th, Kenseth is 15th, Hamlin is 16th, Jimmy Johnson 20th, who's so good at this racetrack, and Carl Edwards rounding out the 8 at 27. And decided he's had enough and will bring it back into the garage area before the red and black flags are displayed. Actually going to go practice pit stops.
That's right. This is a little pit road. This pit road, as we talked about, is very slow.
Listen.
It was actually ran pretty smooth, Jeff. I was with you. I was waiting to hear the engine kind of oscillate RPM. It doesn't run very smooth here, but the 19 of Carl Edwards was running relatively smooth.
And the reason that matters is because when the car is when you try to leave the road, it's going bump, 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 bump. Well, guess what the attack's doing? It's going up and down, and that's how you determine pit road speed. The driver no longer can be at pit road speed, and this is probably, except for maybe the road courses, the toughest racetrack on pit road with the tachometer.
That is it. The last practice. The final practice is over. It's Halloween weekend at Martinsville. Trick or treats. Who can end up in victory lane? Who will win the grandfather clock, and who will have to deal with all the ghouls and goblins that will be on the track